viewers, hi family, welcome to another episode of Soft Glam, and we will go ahead to create a look like this for today. And let me tell you something, you need no new product at all. We will go ahead and use the available product that you already have in your closet, and yes, we will be able to achieve every look you see into detail. Have you seen how this is eaten? Yes, a very budget friendly, a beginner friendly, and yes, I will show you to the very last step. First, let's go to our brows, and then I will be using my pro concealer. I usually use the one in the shade toffee because I find it a little bit lighter than my normal shade. After foundation, we set it down with setting spray. You can even use rose water. This is just to ensure that you have that moisture locked in before you blend out your foundation. Ensure that it dries down, but it does not dry down completely. You blend it all out, and this is the secret for a seamless foundation. You get me, darling? Ensure that you blend the bottom of your chin and your neck as well. People usually tend to forget that. And then I go in with my concealer, the same concealer we used to clean the bottom brow. We will go ahead and use that. I mentioned this is a budget friendly and a beginner friendly. You need no new product. We'll go ahead and blend it all out. Ensure that you blend everything seamlessly, and after that I will go with my brow brush with the over again on the top of my brows to take off the excess product, just in case, to ensure that it's very smooth. On this case, you can see the difference with the other one. The other one is already very smooth as compared to this one, which seemed to be having a little product. And before the concealer dries down, ensure that you get to be able to use setting powder onto it, because our eye area usually seem to be having a lot of crease, so we tend to be able to get the crease down by using very slight powder. Can you see already the difference between this one and the other side of the eye? Yes, we go in when it's very damp with light powder to avoid the crease, and we also do the same to our T-zone area on top of our brows, because that's where you usually get the shyness, and that's just for an oil control purposes. You go it around your nose, and do you see that, girl? There is one part that we tend to forget a lot, that is our smile lines. Girl, ensure that you dab that beauty blender and ensure that you smoothen it out, so that after you smile you remain that wrinkle. Okay, good. Now we proceed to the blush, and like I said, you need no new product. If you do not have a blush, worry not. There is that orange or pink eyeshadow you have on your palette, honey, go ahead and use that one. Use it on top of the chin of your chin, and then blend it towards out of your chin from the top part to your cheek, and then you see that, easy peasy. So let's go ahead and blend it out until it's uniform. Like I said, the everything here is budget friendly. The same eyebrows pencil we use is what I use on my lower watermark, and then we go to eyeliner. Everything we improvise here. If you do not have an eyeliner, honey, do not worry, you do have a black eyeshadow, right? Yes, and if you do have one on that palette, go ahead and use that one. You will not need a new product, and that just does the job. Okay, so after that, you see the difference? It already bring the za to the eye, and then I'll go ahead and do my lashes off camera, and I will be back. So stay. Okay, I will be back. Stay. And we forgot the part of the mascara, and I went ahead and did my lashes off camera and adding a little bit shimmer to my eye to give it a bit more of life and glam, not necessarily glam. And then you blend the teardrop area with a little shimmer as well, and smoothen everything out. When I say that little, I mean a little. Don't be dramatic, honey. You see that? We blend it all out until we ensure that it's not conspicuous. So after we do that, you see that? Very cutesy, very demure. The same eye pencil that we used on the brows is the same eye pencil we're going to use on our lips. Improvising, budget friendly, and girl, we have to slay on a budget here. So after we blend everything on your lips, That's the same thing that you're gonna need. You don't need a pricey eyeliner or anything. The one that you have is the one that we're using today. So we will go ahead and use highlighter. If you do not have a highlighter, again, worry not. You do not need a new highlighter. You just go ahead and use that shimmer you have on your palette. Yes, that's what you can go ahead and use. I usually blend mine using my hands because I usually tend to find that it has good blend to my skin. Honestly, not that brushes does not do it better. It's just a personal preference. So if brush works for you, go ahead, darling. So after you blend everything, I'll go over everything with a powder blush. You remember we didn't get powder onto the bottom of our chin and around our mouth area. We will go ahead and use fluffy powder brush with a loose transparent powder and blend it all over our face to ensure that everything is unified. And once that is done, we will go ahead with your lip gloss. Yes, that lip gloss you have around there, that's the same clear gloss we're going to use. So for the clear gloss, we're going to use that one and blend it all around. And that is one thing I've just forgotten. It's not necessary. I just do it for the sake, for the fun of it. So I usually do have a beauty mark on top of my chin, so after makeup it fades away, and this is just to reinstate it. It's not a necessary step, but I just enjoy doing it for the sake of me. Do you see that flawlessness? Honey, I promise there is no filter here. This is raw from the camera roll. You see? Yes. So we will go and set everything down using the setting spray. And yes, and when I say use a setting spray, ensure you don't use too much to ruin your makeup. Again, dab everything using a damp beauty blender to set everything down. Thank you very much for staying. I hope you did learn a thing and enjoy. See you on the next one. Bye bye.